What's up, peeps? Mark Arona, Taste Illegal, back again. Today, I'm going to do something a little bit special. Lots of people have requested this, PM'd me and said, yo, can you show us how to make your style chop suey? And that's what I'm going to do today. Come over here. Hopefully you tried some of the mussel dish that I did last week. Today, the meat that we're going to use for the dish is actually pork belly. You can use any type of meat, like lamb, chicken, pork, and lots of people use corned beef. But today we're going to use a nice fatty piece of pork belly because it's my favourite, and it's something that you guys will love. And all I'm going to do is just chop this up. You can get pork belly from your Asian eatery. It's probably cheaper to get it from them because they're just cheap guys and they're able to provide good pork belly for cheap. In the supermarket's a little bit pricey, so yeah, I suggest pop into an Asian supermarket and get it. This was I believe $11.99 per kg, so definitely worthwhile. This will be slow cooked, and it's soy sauce type juices, and it'll be fantastic. What I've done though, I've cut it up quite chunky. Yeah, do it chunky because you don't want in the stirring process, you don't want it to shrivel up too much. You know, no one likes shriveled up stuff. Lovely. We want to keep nice and big. Yeah. Brilliant. If you're at home right now laughing, you better be, because it's quite funny. Again, just keep it quite chunky, quite rustic. You can make it small if you want, but again, it's all about keeping, once stewed for a couple of hours, you want it to be still a decent size. And that's the pork done. Lovely, look at that. What I'm going to do now is, before we get on to actually cooking the chop suey, start what it's going to go with. Today it's quinoa, and it's going to be with brown rice and black rice. So this is a little quinoa mix, a little bit healthier than white rice. So it's good for your health fanatics and freaks out there, and good for the islanders that love to eat lots of rice. So come over here. I have a rice cooker. If you don't have a rice cooker at home, don't worry about it. It's all good. Just pretend that this is a pot, and then we're putting on an element or on a stove. So I've put roughly about, well, it's not the full packet, but about 250 grams of rice in here, or quinoa mix, and I'm just washing it. The trick to rice is making sure that you wash it and clean it, because there's a lot of this grit and shit that's involved in it. Can you see it? That's the red dye coming off the red quinoa. Excuse my language. And I'm just going to wash it. Give it another rinse. Any type of rice, always give it a good wash, because it's bound to have a bit of gluten or a bit of shit in it. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is just put that, you know, if it was a pot, on the stove, but this is a rice cooker. And then the trick to making good rice, or perfect rice, or quinoa, is the rule of thumb. Basically, what I'm going to do is I have grabbed some chicken stock from the store. You can use water, but chicken stock will give it a little bit more flavour. And I'm basically just tipping it over. So come over here and you can see it. This should be a lot more richer than just using water, as it can be quite tasteless. So look at that. Cool. And the rule of thumb is basically, if you look at my thumb, from the liquid and the rice, if you use that as your template, yeah, and put that in, and the liquid needs to touch or be up to there, and you get perfect rice. So there's not quite enough there, so we'll just keep filling it up a bit more. Here we go. So using that as a measurement here, a little bit more, and boom, done. So that goes on, that turns on, and when that's ready, that's going to turn off. Yeah, beautiful. Come back here. I have my pot on. The secret to a good chop suey is peanut oil. Peanut oil is the secret. So I'm just going to roughly just chop up what's going to be the base of this and get it on the way. So basically chop that up. Make sure you don't chop your fingers off. And I've used roughly 1.5 onions, but that's dependent on the size of your pot and the amount of meat you're using. I've also got a red chili over here, and I'm going to use half of this. I like my chopped soy a little bit spicy, not bland. And chili, this chili here is actually not hot at all, so I'm just going to use a little bit of that. Roughly chop it, and then I have a little bit of, well, 1 star anise, and I'm going to add that. Also, I have a garlic and ginger mix. Chop soy, you need garlic and ginger. Perfect. You can prepare it if you want, you know, get fresh, peel it, all good, convenient. Just get out and boom, ready to rock and roll. Okay, before we start cooking off or stewing our meat, I have a packet of shiitake mushrooms. This has been dehydrated or dried, and all I'm going to do is pop this into a bowl and rehydrate it. Shiitake is an Asian mushroom, very flavorful, tastes beautiful, and all we're going to do is just add a bit of water. So I've got a jug on, quite hot, rehydrate, and now it comes to life. And all we're going to do is add that to the chop soy later. Beautiful. Okay, don't forget this, vermicelli. This is a rice noodle, or and basically thin. And if you don't use vermicelli, it's not chop soy. Lovely. Let's do it. Okay, I have my pot on, and I'm just going to start adding the base here. Peanut oil, secret. You can use sesame oil, but you can't use too much of it, yeah? It's going to get nice and steamy up in here. And basically, all I'm going to do is just fire off the pork. And get that crackle. Lovely. This stuff is dangerous stuff. So take it easy. Make sure there's no kids around here. Pork belly, just gonna sear it off, yeah? I'm gonna talk a bit louder because it's a bit louder, yeah? How you going at home, all good? I swear that this is gonna be one of the nicest chop sueys you ever tried. I know a lot of people know how to make good chop sueys, but you know, again, one to their own. Try this out, you know, try this whenever and see if, you know, if this one's better than your one. If it's not, all good. Put your video up and show us how you make it. Beautiful, too easy. Okay, come over here. You can see the meat is has been nicely seared, yeah? And all we're going to do is add seared, can you see that? Steamed pork rib spices. You don't need to add this, but I do because it's mine and I love it. And good for pork dishes, or stewed pork dishes. And this is pretty much a stewed pork dish, and I'm just going to toss that around. As you see, the peanut oil is actually evaporated or disappeared because it's seared off the pork. So, sorry, I'm going to add a bit more, yeah? Now, I'm going to add my 1 star anise, boom, and the chopped onions and chili. And also a decent dollop of ginger and garlic. Again, ginger can be quite strong. Alright, making a mess here. Ginger can be quite strong, so I only add enough for flavour. If you don't like ginger, just use garlic. Again, use your brain. Cooking's all about using your brains, yeah? The smarter you are, the nicer your food will be, I'm telling you. And your wife will love you. Okay, so you have that in there. Just let that saute for about a minute or two. Look at that. Come look at this pork belly chop suey in front of you with the sizzle. Then all we're going to add now is oxo. This is beef oxo. Pretty much beef stock in a cube. All islanders, all fobs like my mum and that, they use this. Hi mum, love you. Crumble that in, add flavour. Pretty simple. I'm going to use 2 for this amount of meat. Beautiful. Crumble that in. Lovely. Now you can smell the ginger. You can smell the garlic. The chili should be coming through. And the meat's nicely seared. And you've got some flavours in there with the beef stock and whatnot. And that should be beautiful right now. So all we're going to do now is add beef stock. You can use water again. But again, we just want to intensify the flavour by using some beef stock. Or chicken stock. Whatever does it for you. And basically, that's what it should look like right now. Can you see that? Fantastic. Come over here and get that good shot. I might put a little bit more. Lovely. So we have that, yeah? And now we're going to add all the dark sauces. We have kikkoman. We have mushroom soy sauce. We have ABC, which is a sweet soy, just to give it a bit of sweetness. And we also have the saltiness of oyster sauce, panda oyster sauce. That's pretty much all you need. And to add a little bit of a bite to it, we're going to add black vinegar. Okay. So basically, again, to taste, I'm going to add roughly about 65 mils of vinegar. I'm going to add some decent dollops of oyster sauce. So I'm looking about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Kikkoman, I use this on everything pretty much, and this is just to give it that flavour, because it's a thin light soy. Then all we're going to do is add the sweet soy. Again, you don't have to add too much of this because we don't want it too sweet, but we want to add the richness and the depth of flavour. And at the same time, we're adding the mushroom sauce in because we will be adding shiitake mushroom, which we dehydrated. So this is to give it a bit more of a mushroom rich flavour. Here's your sauces. Again, the darker you want it, add more of the darker sauces, yeah? But that's what it should look like. And this is what we're going to do. If you hear my son swearing, like I said, he obviously hasn't learned his lesson from the last hiding I gave him. Don't beat your kids. But yeah, here we go. And all we're going to do now is cook this out for about 2 hours and keep adding a little bit of liquid as it pretty much reduces, yeah, and stews. So on a low heat, well, basically get it to a boil, then reduce it to a simmer. So start it off at high, then take it down to about 6, and cook it out for about an hour to an hour and a half, and that should tenderize it enough. But a lower and longer makes your meat a lot more tender. So we're going to come back when we show you how to prep this, add it to the chop suey, which will be in a couple of hours. And then it'll be time to serve. So I hope you got that. Illegal chop suey pork belly. Boom. Winner.